I am Orlando Ali, and you are listening to The Best Version.
I don't know what that dream is that you have. I don't care how disappointing it might have been as you've been working toward that dream. That dream that you're holding in your mind, that it's possible. That some of you already know that it's hard. It's not easy. It's hard changing your life. That in the process of working on your dreams, you are going to incur a lot of disappointment, a lot of failure, a lot of pain. There are moments when you're going to doubt yourself and say, God, why is this happening to me? I'm just trying to take care of my children and my mother. I'm not trying to steal or rob from anybody. Why did this have to happen to me? For those of you that have experienced some hardships, don't give up on your dream. Their rough times are going to come, but they have not come to stay. They have come to pass.
Greatness is not this wonderful, esoteric, elusive, godlike feature that only the special among us will ever taste. You know, it's something that truly exists in all of us.
It's very important for you to believe that you are the one. Most people, they raise a family, they earn a living, and then they die. They stop growing, they stop working on themselves, they stop stretching, they stop pushing themselves. That a lot of people like to complain, but they don't want to do anything about their situation. And most people don't work on their dreams. Why? One is because of fear. The fear of failure. What if things don't work out? And the fear of success. What if they do and I can't handle it? These are not risk takers.
You spend so much time with other people. You spend so much time trying to get people to like you. You know other people more than you know yourself. You studied them. You know about them. You want to hang out like them. You want to be just like them. And you know what? You've invested so much time in them, you don't know who you are. I challenge you to spend time by yourself.
It's necessary that you get the losers out of your life if you want to live your dream. But people who are running toward their dreams, life has a special kind of meaning.
When you become the right person, what you do is you start separating yourself from other people. You begin to have a certain uniqueness. As long as you're following other people, as long as you're being a copycat, you will never, ever be the best copycat in the world. But you will be the best you could be. I'm challenging you to define your value.
That everybody won't see it. That everybody won't join you, that everybody won't have the vision. It's necessary to know that you are an uncommon breed. It's necessary that you align yourself with people and attract people into your business who are hungry, people who are unstoppable and unreasonable, people who are refusing to leave life just as it is and who want more. The people that are living their dream of finding winners to attach themselves to. The people that are living their dreams are the people that know that if it's going to happen, it's up to them.
If you want to be more successful, if you want to have and do stuff you ain't never done before, number two, I'm asking you to invest in you. To invest in you.
Someone's opinion of you does not have to become your reality. That you don't have to go through life being a victim. And even though you face disappointments, you have to know within yourself that I can do this. Even if no one else sees it for me, I must see it for myself.
This is what I believe, and I'm willing to die for it. Period.
No matter how bad it is or how bad it gets, I'm going to make it.
I want to represent an idea. I want to represent possibilities.
And some of you right now, you want to be, you know what I'm saying, you want to go to the next level. I want to counsel, I want to be an engineer, I want to be a doctor. Listen to me, you can't get to that level. You can't get to the level economically where you want to be until you start investing in your mind. You're not reading books. I'm challenging y'all to go to conferences. I dare you to invest time. I dare you to be alone. I dare you to spend an hour getting to know yourself. When you become who you are, when you become the person that you were created to be, designed to be who you were designed to be, when you become an individual, what you do is you take yourself and you start separating yourself from other people. I challenge you to get to a place where people don't like you, it don't even bother you no more. Why? Because you're not concerned with trying to make them happy, because you're trying to blow up. You're trying to get to the next level. I need you to invest in your mind. Invest in your mind. If you still talk about your dream, if you still talk about your goal, but you have not done anything, just take the first step.
That you can make your parents proud, you can make your school proud, you can touch millions of people's lives, and the world will never be the same again because you came this way. Don't let nobody steal your dream. After we face a rejection and a no, or we have a meeting and no one shows up, or somebody say, you can count on me, and they don't come through. What if we have that kind of attitude? The car's repossessed. Nobody believes in you. You've lost again and again and again. The lights are cut off, but you're still looking at your dream, reviewing it every day, and say to yourself, it's not over until I win. You can live your dream.
Today, I want to talk about forgiveness. First, I'm going to talk about what forgiveness is. Then, I'm going to talk about why and how to forgive. Forgiveness is peace. Success will come easier when you are at peace with yourself. It has nothing to do with the people who you feel have wronged you. Forgiveness is like a reset button back to your default self. Think about the time before you were hurt and how happy you were, how easy it was getting things done without carrying that pain around. You can be that person again. Forgiveness begins in the heart. The mind will follow. Our minds are like a 24/7 security system, and our heart is like the security code to turn it on and off. And that code is forgiveness. The best way to forgive is to send positive energy and thoughts to the person you are forgiving. This is crucial because you are what you think about. And even though you are having horrible thoughts about someone else, they will ultimately affect you. You are unknowingly programming your mind to be the very thing you dislike. Then you pass it on to someone else, and they pass it on to someone else. Then we all become failures. You can always change your mind, no matter what your mind or other minds tell you. Forgiveness isn't only about forgiving others. It's about forgiving yourself. Maybe you've hurt someone and you still carry it with you day to day and taking on that identity. Just forgive yourself. Stop beating yourself up and try not to do it again. Forgiveness is a lifetime practice. You can't forgive that person one day and keep it moving. It's nearly impossible. You have to forgive the person every day because you will find yourself in a situation that reminds you of the pain, and you have to remind yourself that you are not in danger and to make a decision with fresh eyes. I'm not saying let people run all over you, but don't prevent people from helping you either. I once heard that revenge is like taking poison and hoping the other person dies. So get past your past and create a better future for yourself and those around you. Hashtag stay forgiving. If you are operating heavy machinery or a motor vehicle, please do not listen any further. Wait until you are in a comfortable place where you can sit comfortably or lay comfortably. Forgiveness meditation. Forgiveness of others. Forgiveness of yourself. To practice forgiveness meditation, let yourself sit comfortably, allowing your eyes to close and your breath to be natural and easy. Let your body and mind relax, breathing gently into the area of your heart. Let yourself feel all the barriers you have erected and the emotions that have carried you because you have not forgiven. Now forgiving yourself, not forgiving others. Let yourself feel the pain of keeping your heart closed. Then, breathing softly, begin asking and extending forgiveness, reciting the following words, letting the images and the feelings that come up grow deeper as you repeat them. Forgiveness of others. There are many ways that I have hurt and harmed others, have betrayed or abandoned them, caused them suffering, knowingly or unknowingly. Out of my pain, fear, anger, and confusion. Let yourself remember and visualize the ways you have hurt others. See and feel the pain you have caused out of your own fear and confusion. Feel your own sorrow and regret. Sense that finally you can release this burden and ask for forgiveness. Picture each memory that still burdens your heart. And then to each person in your mind repeat, I ask for your forgiveness. I ask for your forgiveness. Forgiveness for yourself. There are many ways that I have hurt and harmed myself. I have betrayed or abandoned myself many times through thought, word, or deed, knowingly or unknowingly. Feel your own precious body and life. Let yourself see the way you have been hurt or harmed yourself. Picture them. Remember them. Feel the sorrow you have carried from this and sense that you can release these burdens. Extend forgiveness for each of them, one by one. Repeat to yourself, for the ways I have hurt myself through action or inaction, out of fear, pain, and confusion, I now extend a full heartfelt forgiveness. I forgive myself. I forgive myself. Forgiveness for those who have hurt or harmed you. There are many ways that I have been harmed by others, abused or abandoned, knowingly or unknowingly, in thought, word, or deed. Let yourself picture and remember these many ways. Feel the sorrow you have carried from the past and sense that you can release this burden of pain by extending forgiveness when your heart is ready. Now say to yourself, I now remember the many ways others have hurt or harmed me, wounded me, out of fear, pain, confusion, and anger. Now say to yourself, I now remember the many ways others have hurt or harmed me, wounded me out of fear, pain, confusion, and anger. I have carried this pain in my heart too long. To the extent that I am ready, I offer them forgiveness. To those who have caused me harm, I offer my forgiveness. I forgive you. Let yourself gently repeat these 3 directions for forgiveness until you feel a release in your heart. For some great pains, you may not feel a release, but only the burden and the anguish or anger you have held. Touch this softly. Be forgiving of yourself for not being ready to let go and move on. Forgiveness cannot be forced. It cannot be artificial. Simply continue the practice and let the words and images work gradually in their own way. In time, you can make the forgiveness meditation a regular part of your life, letting go of the past and opening your heart to each new moment with a wise, loving kindness. This concludes the forgiveness meditation. I just want to thank you all for listening through the podcast and wanting to better yourself and better the people around you by bettering yourself. Again, my name is Orlando Ali. Please follow me on Instagram at Orlando Ali Pod, on Twitter, Orlando Ali Pod. And also, if you would like to become a Patreon, check out my Patreon and make a small donation. And you can also make a request with your donation for a subject for me to cover and a meditation to create. And again, thank you and have a great day or a good night, whatever time it is for you. I love you all.